Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So if you guys don't know, if you're new here, my name is Nico Murillo and I'm 31 years old and I've been living inside my Tesla for the past 2 years. And in today's video, I wanted to go over the budget of how much does it actually cost to live inside a Tesla. So welcome to the video. Alright, a little backstory. I was living inside my Model Y previously for about 1.5 years, from May 2024 all the way to December of 2025. Until then, I wanted to live inside a Model X. So I bought a Model X and now this is the current car that I currently live in. Right now, I'm actually in a driveway of an Airbnb because I'm taking about a week break from living inside the car because I did get sick and it gets a little tough living inside the car full time. So I wanted to talk about, as you can see, I want to talk about the fixed expenses and then the variable expenses. So here we go. It's really hot in this car, but we're gonna get the content for you guys. All right, fixed expenses. I don't have a mortgage, I don't have rent, so that knocks it off the ballpark because yeah, I don't have that over my head. Next is gonna be health insurance. I do have health insurance and I highly recommend getting it. It's not a matter of if you get hurt, it's when you get hurt and are you covered, right? So I have Kaiser and I pay the bronze plan, and that I pay $259 a month, just making sure that I'm covered for health insurance. I don't have an employer. I'm a full-time YouTuber, content creator, so I don't have a W-2. I'm self-employed, so I make YouTube videos for a living, full-time, and basically I have to pay the most expensive health insurance, which sucks, and that's $259. Next is the gym. I highly recommend that if you're going to live in a car or do part-time living in a car, or if you're doing excursions of living in a car for the weekend, you get a gym membership that has 24-hour access to a shower and a bathroom. And that's really important because hygiene is very important when you're living in a car. The main gyms that I use is either Planet Fitness or Anytime Fitness. Right now I use Anytime Fitness all the time, and that is $40 a month. I do also have a climbing gym membership, which runs me around $90 a month. And now I know what you're gonna say. The haters are gonna be like, bro, why are you paying $90 a month for a gym membership for rock climbing? Well, 1, it has a shower in there, 2, it has a bathroom, but 3, I really want to get good at rock climbing and I want to end up competing later down the road. And it's just a way for me to get indoors, especially when it's too hot outside. I go inside the rock climb gym and it's AC all the time, and it plus has Wi-Fi and it also has internet in there too as well. So I hang out at the rock climb gym a lot, especially when living inside a car. You don't want to be in the car when it's too hot, man. Ain't nobody got time for that. In total, it's about $130 a month for the gym. For car insurance, I do pay Tesla car insurance, and that's around $205 per month. I have this Model X. Previously, I did have the Model Y, and I was paying car insurance on that. I took off the car insurance for the Model Y because I do still have it, and it's parked somewhere else. And I do still have that, but I cut that car insurance off, and now I just have this Model X, which is around $205 a month. For the phone bill, I have Verizon, which comes out to $71 a month. Previously, I did have AT&T, and they gave me a lot of problems and issues, especially with customer service and for limiting my hotspot data. They capped me for AT&T at 100 gigabytes, and I was super annoyed. I called them, and they said, nope, we're not making any more, and I was paying $90 a month for them. So I switched to Verizon, and they gave me about 150 gigabytes of hotspot data plan, and that's for $71 a month. So it was cheaper, and I got more data for hotspot because I do YouTube full-time, and I need my hotspot in order to work full-time while living on the road. Sometimes I don't have access to Wi-Fi in a gym, a library, or a cafe, and I want to do my work inside this car. So I just hook up my hotspot on my phone from Verizon, and I'm able to work anywhere that has service. Now we go into Spotify. We're gonna go into subscriptions that I have. So some of it is mixed with business and some of it is mixed without it. Spotify is personal, right? It's $12 a month. And then Google storage I have for $2 a month. And I need Google storage because I need to upload some stuff on the cloud, and that takes a little bit of space. YouTube Premium, Lightroom, and CapCut. So that runs me around $32 per month. I need my business, which is YouTube full-time, and that's what I do. And that comes out to $32 per month. I think the Airbnb guy just came out of this place. Okay, he distracted me. iCloud storage, I pay $10 a month. Again, that's for business, right? So I have to upload a lot to the cloud in order to send draft submissions for sponsor stuff towards my agency, which then approves it or rejects it and asks for revision. So that has to do with business. So that runs me $10 a month. So in total, my total fixed expenses is around $721 per month. And that doesn't include rent, right? Because I don't have rent. In summary, $721 a month for fixed expenses. All right, y'all. Filming on the road while living inside a Tesla can be very difficult as a content creator. And one of the things that I need powered up and charged up all the time is my laptop and my phone. That's why I've partnered with TrueTech, and they sent me this cool power bank. Let me show you guys how it works. This is the TrueTech CP25 power bank, and it's got a built-in USB-C cable, and it has a large 20,000 milliamp capacity. My favorite part about it is that you could put a carabiner on it and you could take it with you hiking. It could charge an iPhone 17 up to about 3.6 times, and it has multi-port charging with Type-C and USB-A ports. And in just 30 minutes, it'll charge an iPhone 17 to 72%. And as a full-time content creator, I need my things charged up, like my drone, and also most importantly, my laptop. And now I can edit anywhere, anytime with the help of the TrueTech power bank. So thanks TrueTech for sponsoring this video. If y'all want to get this power bank by TrueTech, click the first link in the description below. Use the discount code right here so you guys can save some money and you guys can be powered up and charged up while you're on the go. So thanks TrueTech. We love you guys. Thanks for powering up the channel. And now back to the video. All right, fam, next we're gonna go on to the variable expenses. Now, variable expenses are here because things can go up and things can go down. It can go sideways, especially when living in a car. It's like, you know, a lot of stuff does kind of like go the wrong way, but that's why it's called variable expenses, because it can go up or down. And my most highly expense for variable is gonna be food. So food is gonna be like ground beef, chicken, eggs, rice, things that I eat all the time, blueberries. I do eat a really, I would say, healthy diet. I don't eat like Jack in the Box or too much like bad food, but I do try to keep it healthy. I do meal prep like significantly, like majority of the time. I would say like 80% of the time. My budget for groceries and food is $500 per month. I know that's high. A lot of people are gonna be hating, but hey, that's just what it is, what it takes to eat healthy while living on the road. And I do have a gas burner stove, so that way when I cook, everything is pretty much in the back of the kitchen, and I have running water with a Dometic water pump. So that's $500 a month. Eating out is around $200 a month. I know a lot of haters, you're gonna say, man, why is your food bill so high? Well, that's just the reality of it. I don't make it up because I do eat a lot of food and I try to be healthy. So that's $200 a month on eating out. For other, I budget about $150 a month because there's other expenses that happen when living in a car. Like sometimes I wanna just throw $150 a month on little accessories. Like I wanted to get the microwave back. So it's like things like that. Like a microwave was about 50 bucks. A sleeping bag is about 100 bucks. Budget $150 on other. Social and fun. I like to budget for social and fun because, you know, I kind of want to go on excursions, especially when living in a car. Everything is like pretty much out there and accessible. You're talking like boat rides or like kayak rentals or like a bike rental when I didn't have the bike before, right? So I budget $200 a month for that. Some of it is for business because I end up vlogging some of it and I pretty much can write it off on my taxes, which is pretty cool. So around $200 a month for that. Supplements are good because they keep me healthy, like vitamins, protein powder, and I budget about $100 a month for supplements. And that just keeps me healthy while living on the road. And I pretty much invest in my health a lot, especially when living in a car. Supercharging, all right. So supercharging, a lot of people are going to be on this topic because supercharging is a big topic. How do I charge my car while living on the road? One of them is supercharging. I used to do level 2 charging, but it's really hard to find a level 2 charger, but you can find free charging with the PlugShare app. Sometimes it's free at hotels, and you know, you can plug in, you could hypothetically plug in. I'm not saying do it, but you could. So the fast charger, which is the supercharging, costs around $23 per charge if you charge from 20 to 80% with a Model X. During the daytime, it's $23. After 11 p.m., it costs around $17 per charge to charge from 20 to 80%. So I budget just around $300 a month for supercharging, and that's how I charge my car. I don't have a level 2 charger access or a home charger all the time, so that's why I use supercharging mainly as my main charging source for the Tesla Model X. So that's around $300 a month. Hygiene, I get a haircut, which is around $40 to $50 per month. I want to look fresh and clean, you know what I'm saying? You know, and I budget around $50 a month for hygiene. Again, there's sometimes I get soap or deodorant or toothbrush, toothpaste, right? All of that. And $50 to $60 a month, but I say $50 a month because the haircut's $40 and I don't spend on soap every month. I pretty much have that and it runs me the entire like 2 or 3 months. Hygiene, about $50 per month. Car maintenance. Now, car maintenance can be a bit weird because with a Tesla, you don't have that much car maintenance because mainly the bulk majority of it is going to be tires. I just spent around $530 for one tire in the back right. And then 2 months ago, prior to that, I spent around $500 again for the back left. So I try to budget around $50 per month for car maintenance, but it can be variable, right? It could go up and down. Some months I don't spend any car maintenance at all because the Model X is like, it's a beast. It hasn't had any problems yet. And right now I'm at 60,000 miles. I bought it with 40,000 miles. So I drove it 20,000 miles and all I needed to replace was 2 back tires. No AC issues, no battery issues. And pretty much it's been running really well, except minor cosmetic issues and like door seals and windows having problems. But other than that, it's running, it does its job, and it's okay. So total variable expenses is around $1,550 per month, which is kind of a lot. I know there's a lot of haters that are gonna be like, man, that's a lot of money for living in a car. This is just the raw reality of it. I tend to try to stick to this budget. It's not always like on this budget, but I try. In total, the total overall expenses for living in a Tesla Model X is around $2,271 per month. And there's gonna be a lot of haters. They're gonna be like, man, that is a lot. I was expecting, you know, $1,500 per month. If you do take out like social and fun, eating out, and supplements, that's around $500 a month for me. So that if you take that out, that's around $1,700 per month. So if you live in a car, you could run it down to like $1,700 to $1,500 per month, but you're not gonna be eating out and you're not gonna be having that much fun. And you know, you could run it down to the bare bones if you really needed to. So $2,271 hairs per month to live in a Tesla. And bulk majority of it is gonna be food, health insurance, supercharging. So that's just what I pay, and car insurance too. So those are the bulk majority of like living in a car expenses. For one thing for sure is that living in a car is not easy. You know, I've been doing it for 2 years now, on and off, and like it's hard because you do have no privacy when you're living in a car. When you open the doors, when your closet is outside and your kitchen is outside and everything is pretty much out for the taking, like people can look inside your car and then kind of like see what you're doing. And it's not always the best because, you know, sometimes I do get like, I just want my own space to kind of just do my thing. So sometimes I'll park in like a corner lot and then like kind of do my thing, kind of cook or like clean my car. That's the other caveat of living inside a car is no privacy. And also the wind, the weather is a situation. It's hot, it's too cold. But the top side of it is, man, there's a lot of upside to living in a car. Like you can travel anywhere you want, and you know, if you're out on a hike, it's like you have everything you ever need. You have your clothes, you know, you need water, you got it in here. You need food, you could cook it up in here because I got a microwave. And that's the cool thing about living in a car is you do have all these items with you already. And you don't have to go to your house like 5, 10, 20 minutes down the road to, you know, pick something up. It's like you already have it here with you. So, I don't know, with all goes to say, spending $2,271 per month is worth it in my opinion, but other people have their own opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Is that a lot of money to spend while living in a car? Or, you know, what do you think about it? And I would like to know your thoughts. I'll reply to as many comments as I can. And thank you guys for watching. Appreciate the love and support. Hopefully this is eye-opener for you for if you do want to take this route to live inside a car, or to, you know, to try to kind of like car camp for the weekend. And this is how much it would cost for me, at least. And hopefully it helps you, because I'm all about giving value and trying to, you know, share this journey with you guys, the ups, the downs. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate your support, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Oh my God, it's so hot in this car. I should have done this at night or the daytime, the sunset. Oh wow, it's so hot. Ah, it burns. I'm like sweating. Ah, why do I do this to myself? Ah, come on.